Let's walk through Crown. We've got the color guard uniform. Let's start with that.
One of the really different things we did for them this year is it's sewn inside out. And I don't know if you can tell, and that's a through line between the musicians. So all the sewing lines, like these are, the threads are on the outside.
Yeah.
And that's the whole idea of, I think, with the program of Prometheus bringing fire down to the earth and bringing humanity and how all that comes about. So the core is in kind of flesh tones, and in the story they come from the clay and the rock. So
from the ash and that.
Yeah. And that was another collaboration with our designers. In this case for Crown, it was Byron Valentine designed the core and the color guard. He's been here for 24 years now. You've seen all his stuff for indoor and all of his designs for like Paramount and Etude and all them. But I think this is one of his first full core looks that he just knocked it out of the park.
This fabric choice, I have to say, is really interesting, and it also goes obviously along with the storyline. It's shiny, but then there's a little bit of matte in that. How do y'all do such a dimension of different fabrics layered to create one piece?
Well, I would say that this is what Byron does the best, is he can cut a costume apart and piece it together with different textures and sheens and vibrancies that for most people would be a nightmare of a puzzle piece, but somehow he understands where the shine needs to be and the darkening of the outside edges. And I got these sketches from him and he's like, Scott, just start it. He goes, once you get going with it, he goes, it's all just about color for me, so just get it going. So I got all the pieces done and whatnot. And literally we sit and we will do a test print of just this tone right here. And like the thing that about this piece was sometimes things can kind of get what I call muddy, something that's dark, that's bleeding into like a blue, or in this case, a red or something. That in-between tone where they're meshing becomes this mud color if you just take this to that. So I always do this, what I call my cheater in between, and I pick a great juicy color that is going to blend those two and make it a little more vibrant. So that's what we did on this, is we just really went through and didn't do it the easy way, but really took the tones through all the fire that we could.
Yeah.
That's what color guard is. I mean, they're the flame.
Yeah.
And that definitely conveys even from the high camera angles. There's just so much to this color guard uniform. It's maybe one of my favorites to see on the field just because there's so much going on, but it still translates well and it looks great too, obviously.
You still have the humanity part of them with all these different cutouts. And that's why, again, a lot of these don't look good just hanging on a hanger,
right,
because they're made to be wrapped around a body.
Yeah.